Okay, we're at the Red Gulch dinosaur site, about 5 miles southwest of Shell, in the northeast Bighorn Basin. And this track site is quite interesting because it's in limestone. They call it the Sundance Sea. In fact, they didn't realize that there was dinosaur tracks here because they thought it was all marine. Suddenly, they found these dinosaur tracks on a pretty hard limestone layer in this area, and other tracks. There's probably thousands of tracks in this area I've read in the literature. And the interesting thing about these tracks, which is similar globally, is that they're generally straight. They run in a straight or gently curved line. Being an elk hunter, I a lot of times like to track elk in the snow, and when they're not spooked or anything like that, they're always moving all over the place. And the only time that they move in a straight line is when I spook them, and then unfortunately they're running away. And I think because they're typically straight or gently curved globally, that means it's not a natural environment where they're feeding. It seems like they were running from something, and I believe it was because they were running from the encroaching floodwaters. And another thing you'll discover with dinosaur tracks, they're always on a flat bedding plane. They don't seem to go up hills or anything, as if this was quickly exposed in the flood, early in the flood, before dinosaurs had died out. And they were swimming around or come from higher land, and this briefly exposed sediments, I call it briefly exposed diluvial sediments. Diluvial is another name for the flood. So it was areas of thick sedimentation that suddenly the floodwaters dropped for a lot of reasons. And it might be about a 100-mile wide area, and so they would climb up on this, make tracks, lay eggs, and scavenge dead dinosaurs. And the fact that they're always in straight lines means they're always running or walking fast from the encroaching floodwaters. It doesn't seem like a natural environment because they don't meander all over the place like normal animals do when they're feeding or just moseying around. So this is one of the evidences I see for these dinosaur tracks being made early in the flood.